Every year, as the 7th lunar month approaches, families across Vietnam prepare for one of the most spiritually significant occasions in their cultural calendar, the Vu Lan Festival, also known as the Ghost Festival, or Day of Filial Piety. This event, which takes place on the full moon of the 7th lunar month, is deeply rooted in Buddhist tradition and has grown to embody the essence of Vietnamese values, gratitude, family, and remembrance. The story behind Vu Lan traces its origins to the ancient Buddhist tale of Muk Kien Lin, a disciple of the Buddha. Legend recounts that Muk Kien Lin, gifted with supernatural powers, searched for his late mother in the afterlife, only to find her suffering in the realm of hungry ghosts due to her misdeeds. Desperate to ease her suffering, he sought the Buddha's guidance, who advised him to make offerings and perform acts of merit on behalf of his mother. The Buddha encouraged all followers to honor not only their own parents, but also all ancestors through acts of kindness and charity. Over centuries, this story came to symbolize the universal values of filial piety and compassion, and the Vu Lan Festival became a time when the living express gratitude to their parents, both those still present and those who have passed away. As the Ram Thang Bay, the 15th day of the 7th lunar month, draws near, temples across the country fill with the scent of incense and the gentle hum of prayers. Throughout Vietnam, families gather to prepare offerings, which often include fruits, flowers, vegetarian dishes, and symbolic gifts. These offerings are presented at home altars and at Buddhist temples, accompanied by heartfelt prayers for the well-being of both living parents and departed ancestors. One of the most recognizable parts of Vu Lan is the ritual of pinning roses onto one's clothing. The tradition is beautifully simple, yet deeply poignant. A red rose is worn by those whose mothers are alive, symbolizing gratitude and the preciousness of maternal love. A white rose marks those whose mothers have passed away, a silent tribute to remembrance and longing. This custom, inspired by a poem from Japanese writer Mikio Mizuta, and later popularized in Vietnam, is now an integral part of the Vu Lan Festival, reminding every participant of the importance of cherishing their parents while they still can. The spirit of Vu Lan extends beyond personal rituals. It is a time for community and charity. Temples organize ceremonies in which monks chant sutras and lead prayers for peace and salvation, not only for individual families, but for all sentient beings. Many families use this occasion to engage in acts of generosity, donating food, clothes, and money to those in need, visiting orphanages and elderly care centers, and supporting public welfare projects. Such acts are seen as a way to accumulate merit, benefiting both the living and the departed. In rural areas, the festival is especially vibrant. Villagers come together to prepare communal meals, decorate shrines, and share stories of their ancestors. For many, Vu Lan is not only a religious event, but also an opportunity to reconnect with their roots, reinforce family bonds, and pass down traditions to younger generations. Children learn to express gratitude and respect for their parents and grandparents, participating in rituals and listening to tales of family lineage and history. At urban temples, the atmosphere is solemn yet bustling. Crowds gather early in the morning to secure a place in the ceremonies. The air is thick with the melodious chanting of Buddhist scriptures, the clinking of small bells, and the soft murmur of prayers. Monks, dressed in saffron robes, guide worshippers through the rituals, offering blessings and words of wisdom. The faithful light incense sticks, bow their heads, and pray for the well-being of their parents, ancestors, and all souls wandering in the afterlife. Food plays an important role in Vu Lan observances. Many families prepare vegetarian feasts, reflecting Buddhist teachings on compassion and nonviolence. Dishes such as sticky rice, steamed buns, boiled sweet potatoes, and fresh fruits are common offerings. These meals are shared with family members and sometimes distributed to neighbors and the less fortunate, extending the spirit of generosity and communal harmony. Another important aspect of Vu Lan is the release of captive animals, such as birds, fish, or turtles, as a symbolic act of compassion and liberation. This practice is believed to bring merit and spiritual benefit to both the person performing the act and their ancestors. The release is accompanied by prayers for freedom from suffering and the hope that all beings may find peace. For those whose parents have passed away, Vu Lan can be a time of reflection and mourning, but also of reconciliation and hope. People visit ancestral graves, clean and decorate them with fresh flowers and offerings, and spend time remembering those who came before. It is a time to honor the sacrifices and love of previous generations, to forgive old grievances, and to renew one's own commitment to living a life of virtue and kindness. In modern times, Vu Lan has evolved, blending Buddhist practices with local customs and family traditions. While rooted in ancient teachings, the festival remains relevant, adapting to the rhythms of contemporary life. For many urban Vietnamese, the festival is both a spiritual observance and a cultural celebration. A day to pause amidst busy schedules, gather with loved ones, and reconnect with values that transcend time. Media outlets, schools, and community organizations often host events to spread awareness of Vu Lan's significance. Poems, songs, and stories about filial piety and parental love are performed or broadcast, inspiring people to reflect on their relationships and responsibilities. Charitable activities, such as blood drives, food donations, and fundraising for the needy, are organized to encourage collective acts of kindness. Through all these rituals and customs, the core message of Vu Lan endures. It is a call to gratitude, reminding everyone to cherish the moments shared with parents and elders, to express love and appreciation while there is still time. It is an invitation to extend compassion beyond the family, to remember the forgotten and care for the vulnerable. And above all, it is a celebration of the enduring bonds that connect generations, anchoring each person in the rich tapestry of Vietnamese culture and Buddhist wisdom. As the moon rises and families gather in the soft glow of candles and lanterns, the spirit of Vu Lan fills the night, a gentle reminder that love, gratitude, and remembrance are the threads that weave together the fabric of life. The festival's rituals, whether grand or humble, echo through homes and temples, carrying with them the timeless values that have shaped Vietnamese society for centuries. In honoring parents and ancestors, in giving freely and forgiving deeply, the people of Vietnam reaffirm their connection to one another and to the greater human family, finding meaning and solace in the ancient traditions of Vu Lan.